Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Pluckin Pairs, which probably has the funniest pun, or whatever you want to say, or you changed a P from an F to whatever, you get it. For such a party game that my kids like, I always make sure you say that correctly. Type thing. So this is a party game where you're just having cards set down and you're matching the pictures on the cards however you see fit. There's 11 and you got to make 10 pairs and one doesn't have a pair, and you get points for matching everybody else at the table. Classic party game. This is not the type of game that I like to play. I'll never get friends over and play a party game like this. If I'm going to play a party game, it's going to be like The Resistance or Dixit. I like to play Mysterium or Deception in Hong Kong, something like that as a party game, and that's kind of where I leave party games. My kids really like this game. I think the chicken on it, on the box, is appealing to them. We got this at Dice Tower Con a few years ago. We go to that con every year. I take my family. They really like this game for some reason, so we've kept it around. And it's one of those games from R&R Games. It's fun. I mean, if you like party games, you're really going to like this one. But I give it to my kids and let them ruin it, and they can do whatever they want with it, because it's not a game that I want to keep for a long time, and I'm kind of hoping they outgrow. So it's going to be a keeper for the kids. If you're a party gamer, you'll probably like it, but for me, it would be a Purge. I don't like this style of game, but it's just as good as any other party game in the world to me. It doesn't have words or spelling or trivia, and that's a plus. So that puts it above a lot of party games for me. Here are the components for Pluckin Pairs. This is a fairly large box. Mine's had some use because my kids use it a lot. This is party game quality components, let's say that. So you're gonna get a little rule book, it's rule page. It's the same on both sides. It's just double-sided. You're gonna get a number of scoring cards here inside. These scoring pads, which will be used to keep track of the point or the pairs, and you'll use this to write on when you're doing the game. And there's plenty in here. I mean, there's a ton, and then if you need more, you can always make copies. And you're gonna get a number of these kind of square cards that you will use. It also comes with a sand timer, although I think mine is gone, but it's just a generic sand timer. The cards are all double-sided, and it also comes with pencils that are long gone. So you get these little small pencils that come with it. And the cards are normally housed in something like this. But as you can see what happens to the ones in my game, the kids get a hold of it and they all just end up here. And all of the cards, these are really cheap. They will bend easy. They just have a bunch of pictures of stuff on it. And when I show you how to play the game, it will make a little bit more sense. The rules inside the box are very, very easy. This is a party game, so this is not a very intense game. You're gonna be able to pick it up and play it. Grandma can play it. You can have people from work who never played a board game before can come over and play it. It's just your classic party game. The rules take 3 seconds to explain. Everybody understands. The scoring takes a second, a couple minutes to do, but for most part, it's gonna be a pick up and play type of game. This game is really easy. You're going to put out 11 cards. And what you're going to do, you're going to set the timer, it's a sand timer, and you're going to try to find pairs between them. And you're going to put 10 of them in 5 different pairs, and then 1 bad apple, and that's the one that does not match. So in my pair, you know, I might do crayons and tomatoes because they're so colorful, or maybe this edible food with the cat, maybe, or maybe these 2 are cats. So I'll go through this and I'll just do a round. So I'm gonna put the cat and the peacock together. Cat is whatever is, you know, you can unify it. I'll put cheese and the pepper. I'm not putting too much thought into this. The crayons and the bones. And the bones. And so you do that for each one. I've got the track and the disc. I don't know if you can see the disc, but it kind of has lines on it. So maybe that would somehow... And then the tracks. Maybe that, I think that's a pair for some reason. That is me with the whale and the horse, maybe. Whale, horse, and my bad apple is the timer. So what you do is you kind of just... Anybody have the cat and the peacock? And if other people had it, you get a point for everybody who matches you. So I get 3 points because 3 people had it. The cheese and the pepper, everybody had it. I'm playing a 5-player game. Crayons and the bones, only 1 other person have it. And you do that, and you score it all up with this being the tiebreaker, and there's a variant where it's worth more money. Whoever has the most points wins, and then you play again. That's the entire game. And you just have to make sure every possible combination is called off. You can see some ones that we had in the past. 2, 4, 4, 0, 2. 6, 5, 0, 2, 4, 17. So you want to match up as many as you can with the other players. That's Pluckin Pairs. This game, families may like it. If you like games on the lighter side, if you like having like a party game or two, R&R Games, wonderful company. They don't know me, but I know them from the Dice Tower Con. They're there every year. My wife comes in and buys every game they have. They like it when they see my wife walk into R&R Games. And she's not their best customer. She's one of them for sure. And if they ever see this video, they'll be laughing and saying, yes, that lady does come in and buy an awful lot of our games every year. R&R Games, you know, if you're going to support a game and you just want a party game, support this company. They've been fantastic. I'm not paid to say that. They didn't give me this game for free. I bought it full price at a con. But they put out this really neat game. It's really fun. Anybody can play it. Grandma can play it. You can play it. Kids can play it. My family likes to play it. I've showed it to people. You know, you can knock out a game. If you just play a round and score it, you can play a game in 5 minutes, you know, however long the timer is it takes you to score. You can play multiple rounds and so you get the best score. To me, it's just one of those games where you just kind of score it, okay, great, and you move on. It's the fun of the activity, and you can really get into it. So I can see people having a lot of fun with this, but you know right off the bat, do I need a game like this in my collection? Do I already have something that scratches this itch? If not, this is just as good as any party game to me.